Hey everybody, I'm Seamus.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Rootsgarn.
And we've just committed mass murder. We've blown up the town of Megaton, and that was a lot of fun. I think we liked that.
Yep.
It's a bit vague on why we did it, I think. We don't really have a good reason, except that, you know, it was a quest, and it's an adventure game, and that's why you do quests. Like, there was way easier ways to get what we wanted that would have killed way less people and caused less problems. But I kind of am impressed with Bethesda that they put an entire town on the map, and then they allow you to wipe it off the map. That's pretty.
Despite how utterly absurd the reasoning is.
Yeah, I would have appreciated it if they spent a little bit of the time making the justification for the quest, you know, better. But
what transcendent beauty.
Yeah, and that's what does stink a bit is that. Yeah.
This is like porn to Bert.
Hey, keep your hands to yourself, man. All right.
I'm sure you're anxious to collect your payment.
Now, technically, we're supposed to be looking for our dad for reasons that another thing that the game really hasn't justified incredibly well. I think we just need to find him so we can do the emo, "Why did you leave me behind at the vault?" kind of thing.
Exactly.
It'll present us with the larger quest once we find him, but we gotta find him first. And to do that, we've gotta. What's next? We gotta go to GNR.
Speak with Lydia Montenegro.
The Moriarty, who is somebody that just died in the fireball in Megaton. Before we blew him up, we
Oh, okay. I guess I did get my 500 kills. Cool. And I leveled up.
Oh, see, that's actually our quest reward. Knowing that Moriarty died in a intensely painful fireball.
I know. I feel rewarded.
I need some repair because that's useful coming up.
I mean, 1 minute he's all, "I'm going to speak in a vaguely
And
racist Irish accent and extort random passerbys," and then just bam, gone in an instant.
I think you did about as good a job on that accent as the voice actor. So
you want a job at Bethesda? No, wait. I'm sorry. You can act. So you're disqualified.
Well, yeah. The thing is, I actually wanted to apply as a face
God,
model.
Bert
They
just
took one
loves
look at
me
me
for blowing up a
and
town.
told me that I had to walk into traffic first. Then my face would be suitable for their games.
I think they prefer
Let's see if I can
people.
get this
They
guy's
prefer face actors that have been paralyzed in the face.
That have been paralyzed and are emotionally dead from years of heavy drinking.
And feel nothing.
Wait, what just happened?
Did you
Apparently, he
try and
doesn't
rob
like me
him?
pickpocketing.
Who knew?
I think.
It's
Yeah.
like, hey man, I kind of thought you were coming on to me, you know?
Let's kick it
Yeah,
here
we
for
could show
about
off the-
24 hours.
Yeah, we could show off the abusable wait. You just come out here. You tell the game that you want to wait for 24 hours, and then it happens. And what does it take? It takes 3 days for people to forget about you committing a crime, right?
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait 3 days.
Also,
We'll just stand here on this balcony with no supplies for 3 days.
I always
And
think it's
nobody will
amusing.
come out here.
I always think it's amusing when you piss off someone who's sitting down in a Bethesda game, because, you know, like, they just, like, slowly, calmly rise from their chair, and then just bug out and pull out their gun.
Yeah, did you catch what he said?
You.
We're all going to die! Because I tried to give him a helmet. I tried to shove a helmet in his pants.
I don't know, that might kill me.
It's like, hey man, you might look good in this hat. You know, places hands on armrests, rises very slowly. We're all going to die! Runs around corner. You're a masochist!
And then he shoots me a few times with his pointless pea shooter silenced pistol.
Which, you know, since it's the silenced pistol, is really more like a gentle warning than an actual
Seamus,
attempt on
it's
your
August
life.
21st. Isn't that your birthday?
24th.
Oh.
Although I don't
Everybody
think I'll be
cool?
alive
You
for
guys
this
cool?
particular
Cool.
birthday. Yeah, they've forgotten all about it.
Alright, yeah. Hey, Mr. Burke.
You should be proud.
You don't remember that thing we
Now he
had,
loves
do
me.
you?
Oh God, I'm
Yeah, let's
lost
just
again.
get. Yeah, this place.
what was
This
that?
is what I wanted to say
Oh,
about.
hey, this is my suite. Cool.
This is our apartment that we just murdered an entire town to acquire. It's functionally the same as the one in Megaton. The difference is it's way harder to get to. To get into Tenpenny Tower, you'll be out adventuring, your inventory's full, you want to come by and drop
Guys,
some stuff off.
I got a bonnet.
Awesome.
This is the best thing that has happened to Reginald Cuthbert ever.
He looks like Lulzy.
I think he has a little less hair than Lulzy.
About the same mustache, though.
Hey, cool, I
yeah,
got my
to
own
get into-
balcony.
Yeah, to get into Tenpenny, though, you have to fast travel here, then you have to be buzzed in the front door, then you go through the loading screen at the front door, then you go through the loading screen at the elevator, then you go through the loading screen at your apartment in particular. So it's a lot more trouble than just going to Megaton. It's a lot less convenient.
And the traders are
Best friend, is there
harder to
something
access in Tenpenny. I mean, I always forget where they are, even after just living here for in-game months. Gee, this guy loves milk, doesn't it?
A speech book.
This guy loves thousands of years old. This guy loves 200-year-old milk, like life itself.
I can't take this damn car.
Best if sold by 200 years ago.
I am over encumbered.
So our next step is to go to GNR, that's Galaxy News Radio, and we haven't been listening to the radio because the last thing we need is that guy talking over us. But there's
He's the
a
only
radio.
guy who's more annoying than we are.
Yeah, the only one.
Okay, I'm lost again.
Gilbert Godfrey.
No. There, out to the central.
Oh, okay. So this is my house. I gotta say though, this place, like this room, it's way smaller than the one in Megaton, but it looks nicer. Even though
it does look nicer, and I think it has the same
drywall.
Although I've never had a game where I chose this place because it was so inconvenient to get to. But looking around, I think it has less storage. The one in Megaton has like 5 storage containers, and this place has 1. So this place is.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Godfrey.
Yeah, this is petty, but the one in Megaton has a motorcycle, and this does not have a motorcycle.
It's a tricycle.
What can I do for you?
Well, no, I mean, obviously you can't actually ride it, but it's like it has one of those nuclear motorcycles, I think, in the closet.
I'm sorry, sir. My condensation.
So this guy is always fun for like
before I can continue to
about 2 minutes of fun.
Do you know the best contraceptive for old people is nudity?
Like you can tell him to tell jokes and give you a haircut,
My humor emitter array
but
requires
he's
recharge.
really cheap with jokes.
If there's
Yeah, we'll tell you one. Okay, let's see. What here do I not need? I can just throw all this stuff in my safe, I guess.
Your 1 container. Yeah, if you have a house in Megaton, I mean, I think all players naturally do this, is you'll kind of organize your stuff. If you've got some weapons, here I've got a laser rifle, but I don't have any points in energy weapons. No point in lugging it around now, but I want to use it later. You have one place to put your guns, one place to put armor, another place to put, other items that you're not using, and you kind of organize this stuff. At least I do. But of course, you can't organize any. You can't organize anything here because you've only got 2 containers.
I was more organized with my fictional wasteland swag than I am with my actual documents and textbooks.
Oh, same
here. We're gonna sleep for a while, get the XP buff.
When I played my sort of hardcore, heavy role-playing playthrough, what I did was every night, I would literally go through the routine that my character would go through. Like, putting 1 gun near his bed, putting away the rest in his secure cabinet, setting out some ammunition for himself. And it was a time-consuming process, but it was still enjoyable.
Dude,
Oh, there we go.
that is awesome elevator music. How do I get that on my radio? No. 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 Damn it.
Oh, you've got all the extra radio transmissions because you've got the DLCs.
Yep, I have every DLC now.
Yeah. Well, let's get going to Galaxy News Radio.
Yeah. And yeah, just
Yeah, I'm
refresh my
sure we'll
memory.
find our dad there, guys. This question's
I'm sure
almost
that-
over. How do I get out?
Yeah.
We're sorry,
You know what, I don't
Wanderer,
wanna run
but
all
your
the way there.
father is in another burned-out building. That's
Hey,
the
let's check
first
out the
half of this
Megaton ruins
game.
real fast.
Yes. Yeah, let's look at our handiwork.
Whoa, hello. I'm getting attacked by raiders. And everything's bombed out.
I do
Notice
hate
that they
how when
don't
you
attack
fast
you.
travel, you appear surrounded. Like
Yes.
they let me walk into the midst of them and nobody fired a shot until is this good? Can I stand here? Little to the left. Okay, ready? Go. And then everybody starts shooting.
Like, hey, how's it going? Oh, do you mind just standing right there? Oh, what for? Oh, we're gonna attack you.
Hey,
Oh,
is
okay.
that you?
Oh my god.
Oh, my head's still ringing from that explosion.
Ah!
What happened?
Sorry.
Oh,
just
you
kind of
changed
bad.
your hair, Moira.
Oh, that's a real nice thing to say. Of course it's me. What's with the weird look? Don't you remember who I am? Did you hurt your head in that big explosion?
No, I wasn't there.
Okay. See, this is the part I never get about Fallout 3,
A
is
ghoul?
how ghouls are
What,
made.
Me?
Like, I was
What
under
would
the
you-
impression it was exposure to large amounts of
Why am I a
radiation,
ghoul?
not, you
Is
know,
this because
a
of that
massive
explosion?
concussive fireball
Actually,
blast
this
going off
isn't too
about
bad.
30 meters
I
away
always
from where
was
you live
curious
and
to
work.
do some tests involving ghouls. No
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing that gives you a cosmetic mutation and also makes you immortal, and more the sort of thing that just, you know, kills you.
You know, this is just the perfect excuse to visit Rivet City. But while I'm heading downtown, I've been meaning to check out the museum. Who knows what
I
I'll
thought it was
find.
explained
Anyway,
in Fallout
see you downtown,
1
one way or
or
the other.
maybe 2 that ghouls were a product of FEV that had leaked into the atmosphere.
Yeah, but now it's apparently if you just have to stand really close to an atomic bomb.
Shop of slop.
Yeah.
Caravan of crap. Now,
I need to sell stuff.
Crazy Wolfgang's got just what you need. Assuming you need the random junk that I've got.
Actually, I need your caps. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, no, I don't want to sell that.
I guess this guy's supposed to be charmingly...
Oh, yeah, check out the Chinese
disarmingly
pistol.
honest.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
this
do-
is
I do
BB
like
gun.
him.
Damage 2. Chinese pistol, damage 2.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, these guys, this isn't like, you know, anti-Chinese or anything.
You're keeping the flamer? It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, but
And
it's
you have
useful.
no skill at using. Okay.
You don't really need skill at using big gun.
Well, in this game, it does so little damage when you have no skill points in it that it is sort of frustrating.
Well, I'm gonna take a perk called Pyromaniac later that will help me
Oh,
out on
very
that.
good.
Oh, what did I did not want to sell some of this stuff. Tinted reading glasses I actually need to put on.
Once again, I want to remind the viewers at home that this is the game. I know this is kind of crazy. This makes up for the Mass Effect episode that we never did about sorting your inventory.
Yeah.
Everybody complained about it in Mass Effect. Now, it was tedious in Mass Effect because of the interface, but you needed to do a lot less of it. Like, you will spend quite a bit of time rummaging through your stuff in Fallout.
Exactly.
But again,
Fuck
that's
yeah,
kind of part
we are
of the
the-
game.
We look ridiculous.
I think the word you're
Awesome.
looking for is badass.
So,
Got your Sunday bonnet on?
Megaton's kind of, you know, not all there anymore.
It's seen
Butt
better days.
chop.
On
Hey,
the other
you're
hand, it
getting
doesn't
six-
look all that different.
You're getting 7 rads a second, 8. You might want to back
Yep.
off a little. You're getting a little toasty there.
Okay, I'd like the sky to come back now. I guess it kind of is.
I know
but there's
we
like dust
keep ending up
everywhere.
traveling at night and then spending the day waiting or sleeping and then traveling at night. I hate when my game gets into a rhythm like that. All right, do you know where we're going to get? Okay, here's something about traveling
generally
around.
in the eastern direction.
Yeah, to reach town.
Like, let me bring
One
up
of
the
the things
quest.
about getting around in this game is that to get into the town, into the city of DC, you have to go into the...
By way of
Oh my,
subway.
yeah, you have to get in through the subway system. Like, it's all it's walled off by rubble. And I understand why, is because they couldn't put all of that detail in the same zone. So they needed to kind of compartmentalize. It's the same reason that the big cities in Oblivion were walled off through loading screens.
Yeah.
It's basically, I think, so that different people... I don't even think it's a technological limit. I think it's completely possible for their engine to handle everything being on the same map. This is just conjecture. What I think is they compartmentalize the game so that different artists can work on, you work on this area and you work on this area so they can multitask. Otherwise, you can't have several people working on the same zone at a time.
And I'd be
God,
fine
this
with that.
dust reaches a long distance.
I'd be
Yeah.
fine with that. That would make sense and be a fairly elegant solution if the subway system was in any way intuitive. There's just no rhyme or reason to which entrances end up where, to just how you can navigate the city. And it'd almost be nice if, after you've depopulated a subway tunnel of, all of the just nasties, it stayed that way. For a while, at least.
Yeah, but what it is there's just, you have no idea. When you go into a subway, you might end up, you'll go through a very linear subway tunnel, hacking your way through ghouls all the way, or ghouls or super mutants or super ants or whatever inhabits this particular dungeon. And then you'll come out someplace totally unrelated to where you went in. So you can't even plan your way, if you know where you're going, you can't say, oh, I just want to I'll choose this subway because it's, closer to my goal. There's just no way to do it except for through trial and error. And the distances don't even make sense. Sometimes you'll walk for a long way and you'll go 2 city blocks. And other times you'll hardly travel at all and you'll end up on the other side of the city.
So you'll notice I haven't been using melee weapons a lot. That's largely because at this point your melee weapons aren't going to be very good.
Every time I get to this area, it's the same thing. There's raiders on this side, super mutants on that side. The raiders are shooting at the super mutants, using up all their ammunition. The super mutants are shooting at the raiders, using up all their ammunition. Neither one has anything to gain from this whatsoever.
Yeah, it's not like they can even loot each other.
Yeah.
Because you're the only person stupid enough to get into the water.
They don't have anything
not.
each other wants. I mean, they don't use the same weapons. They're using up all of their ammo. It's not even compatible with the guns that they've got. They don't have food. They don't even have a camp anywhere.
Yeah, about being the only one stupid enough to get in the water. That guy's in the water.
Oh, you got a super mutant coming for you. You might wait
It's
to
funny.
not fight him at this point in the game.
If you
they're
end
big.
up on that side of the coast for the river, initially, and then you jump over to the raider side to attack the raiders, the super mutants will just show up. They will just appear there and attack the raiders.
Huh, I did not know that.
So now we're in the subway.
And this is where you'll spend, like, half the game you'll spend in the inventory system, and the other half of the game you'll spend navigating subway tunnels and looting toilets.
Bonking mole rats in the head.
Yes. And you know what? A
Okay.
few subway... The subway tunnels, I think, are a cool thing. And if there was, like, a few of them... Like, if it was one tunnel with many, many exits... So that it flowed like a real subway system. That could be cool. and
Yeah,
you could
why
map
couldn't
it
they
out.
have that?
I
So
know,
I think
like,
this is a
oh,
good
here's 2
spot
tunnels. Yeah,
to
here's 2 tunnels,
demonstrate
and I want to pick the
the
southern
hacking
one.
mini game.
Oh.
And you know, if the subways were more straightforward and less convoluted, so that you get lost and you backtrack, it's like, okay, have I been to this corridor that's bombed out and looks as filthy as a public toilet, and there's a broken staircase over there before, or is this that other room that was exactly like that, or maybe the 70 other rooms
Yep.
were exactly like this?
And the local map is not exactly a good help. It's very vague. So the basic idea is, this is sort of a hangman game. You pick from any of these words here, and see, 1 of 5 correct. So that means that one of these letters is correct in the exact spot. So, you know, it can't be this one because there's 2 E's in that and there's 2 E's in this, and it can't be this one because there's an E in the middle and an S at the end. And it could be this one because there's just an S on the end that's matches up. It's really, really involved if you want to actually do it and clear it.
But the best thing to do is to just
on the other hand,
trial and
sometimes
error,
you get
yeah.
lucky and hit the second one, and
and
that's
so it's,
it.
Yep. And so you just usually you just keep opening it, and then if you guess wrong the first 2 times, you close it and reopen it and try again.
You know, hacking is never useful enough that I've put skills at points into it. I mean, you know, let's see, do I want to occasionally be able to turn on a robot, or do I want to be able to shoot a gun at people? But every time I come across a terminal that's just piss weak enough for me to handle it, I do hack it, because I think it's a fun little game.
I think it's fun, but it's like it takes way too long. I
Yeah.
love the lockpicking in this game. I find the hacking
yeah.
to be, well, very accurate to like hacking while still being like in a game setting is terribly, terribly long and problematic. And I activated this robot here through hacking, and if I didn't have a metro ticket, like the one he just removed, he would attack me. Like, I guess basically their protocol, if they can't call HQ, is to kill everything that doesn't have a metro ticket. So
That's a completely reasonable feature to put in a robot. I'm sure nothing
Yep.
could ever go wrong.
You know, I actually liked it because when I was playing, you know, I mean, no, it doesn't make any sense, but I think it's just sort of a cool little thing, you know? Like, it's like you get to get involved in this robot's fantasy, and it gives you a reason to carry around a metro ticket at all times.
yeah, well, they don't have any weight to them.
Yeah. I actually had this sort of very cinematic type moment where when I was doing my hardcore playthrough where I couldn't reload, you know, I was just playing around the terminal. I didn't really know what the consequences would be, and I managed to hack it, and the robot comes out, and I had managed, like, just taken a metro ticket on a whim earlier. And, you know, I was like, should I take it or not? Maybe I will. So the robot comes up to me and asks me for it, and I was in such a bad shape that if I hadn't had the ticket, he would have just killed me. So I don't know. I remember that moment.
That is a skull in
long
a toilet.
Since.
Wow. Somebody's been eating very poorly.
Oh yeah.
I will
when
give
you
this
look in the
game
toilet
credit.
and see that is a, like, you want to get yourself
That's a-
checked out. I think they have a name for that condition.
Well, I don't
Yes,
know.
you have-
Your option is you're eating a cockroach, you're eating a bag of potato chips that was manufactured 200 years ago, or you're eating your buddy Steve. You know, at that point, you can't really make any judgments any path you take.
So I could
Oh,
lockpick this game,
ghouls.
but I want to go in
That
here
would
and do
be
something
unwise.
first. Well, I mean, I can fight off the ghouls. I'm badass enough to take a few zombies.
Yeah. It's sort of like a little scripted, you know, you can screw around and do something fun here with the computer. And there's a couple of these mostly front-loaded onto the early game content, at which point they mostly just dry up.
Yeah.
See, we've turned on the gas. You can do that at no other terminal anywhere else in
And
the game.
unlock the safe. Hey, a
Actually-
laser pistol.
Why would that be? Why would that be an option? Just to be able to flood a room with gas. I think I missed that.
What is this feature? Like, why would you want that on your personal computer? Like, you're at work, you're like, oh crap, this program crashed. Alt F4. Oops! Oh no, I pressed the wrong button and turned on the poison gas and killed everyone in the other room.
Well, actually, it's more the exploding gas. Apparently, I'm on fire.
You can tell you're on fire by the fact that you have a very faint orange reflection on your arms and.
I would
guns.
say
Yeah,
that
and you
was
could
worth
see.
it.
And
Last
I
time I
think
went
water.
through here, I had a fire weapon equipped, and I fired it without realizing that it would blow up. So I managed to blow myself up.
Awesome. I think here's a good place to call it, too.
Yeah,
In the
okay, we
depths
just
of
killed
this
zombies
tunnel.
with fire. That is like
Um,
zombie
It's zombie
extermination
killing
101.
Really more like
And-
201. I mean, 101 is the head.
With any luck, we'll have forgotten which direction we're heading by the time we come back to this. And that should be
I
really fun.
already forgot which direction we're headed.
Backtracking and being lost is half the fun in
Yeah, I think we
Bethesda
need to
games.
like go to Tenpenny Tower and blow up Megaton, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get
Oh
going.
no,
we
we
get
need to be.
into a
No,
subway?
no, guys. We need to be born. Yeah, that's the next step.
We gotta get
Oh.
out of this vault.
So step 1 is kill zombies with fire. Step 2 is become born. This sounds like
that's
an
what happened to
interesting
me.
game.